Your fortune eclipse, and now it's time to run. So wisdom's your return. Invest, protect, and thrive for sure. Signing off is gold, top money, and more.
Unity Learning Center, located 6045
Highway
18 West in Jackson, Mississippi. The home of little Johnny. If you are looking for child care for your child, ages 6 weeks to 5 years old, preschool, and 6 years to 12 years old. After school care, we specialize in 1, 2, 3s, ABCs, reading, writing, arithmetic, and much more.
Good morning, Dr. Hill.
And a snack.
Good morning, amazing lady. How are you?
I'm well. Give us just 1 second and we will be ready to start the conversation.
Take your time. I got it.
Okay.
61922.
6003.
Remember, Unity Learning Center
Unity Learning Center.
in Jackson, Mississippi.
We teach.
We don't babysit.
All right. I'm not babysitting in here this morning either, but I am having a good time this morning, you guys. So much so that I just realized when we went to break, I forgot to hit go live on my YouTube stream. So my YouTube audience, I do apologize to you. So I invite you to go over to Facebook and listen to the first half of the show. But in this second half of the show, I am excited and delighted to have my good friend, Dr. Shonda Allen Hill. We have such a good time when she comes into the studio. And I hate that she couldn't be here this morning, you guys, because she brings positive energy up in here when she comes. Positive energy. But she's just getting back from a mission trip in Honduras. And so we do understand that she may be a little jet lagged this morning, but Dr. Hill, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Dr. Sabrina, and to the amazing audience. Yes, so glad to be here.
Well, thank you for joining us. And as I was telling the audience, you are just getting back from Honduras. Kind of tell us a little bit about that trip, Dr. Hill.
Wow. Well, I tell you, went to Peña Blanca, Honduras, and went for about a week. And I will tell you, the people there, folks, if you haven't been, please make plans to go to Honduras. The people there are amazing. They're very kind. The environment is warm. You may not have all of the amenities in some of the areas like we have here in the U.S., okay? Some things are really stark and different. But listen, the people are happy. It's just incredible. Some people have so little, but they're happy. And that was refreshing, Dr. Sabrina. That was so refreshing to see.
So you mean, Dr. Hill, am I understanding you to say that it doesn't take stuff to make folks happy? Because I think a lot of us thinks it takes stuff. We got to have our stuff to make us happy.
Listen, I did not see one storage unit, one storage building. Okay, not one storage unit, storage house in the area that we were, in the entire city. Not one. There was nobody that was stacking stuff.
Nobody's stacking stuff. Nobody's stacking stuff. You know, I was listening to a sermon by Pastor Mike earlier as I was driving into the studio, and he was talking about being blessed and what, people say, oh, I'm so blessed. I have, all these things. And he said, blessings are deeper than just stuff. It's about who you are and who you become. That's the true blessing. It has absolutely nothing to do with the stuff that you have. You know, and we have this misconception a lot of times that it is about the, you know, the material things that we have. We look around and we see all these things and we think that I am just so blessed because I have these things. But you know, what I challenge people to think about, Dr. Hill, is why do you have those things? We are blessed to be a blessing to others.
Yes.
So are we really using these material things that we have to bless other people? And in some instances, it's disappointing that we're not. Just take, for example, somebody that may have a 4 or 5 bedroom home, but nobody's in it but them. So yeah, you're blessed, you have it, but who is it blessing other than you?
Absolutely. I loved the fact that, particularly in the area that we were in, whatever inch of space that was there, it was used. So if it was someone's garage, for example, they were running a little business out of the garage so that the little kids from the neighborhood could come up and buy, you know, little chips or whatever it was. And it was just incredible, you know, to see that the concept of stuff and things, you know, around the parts of the world, they're seen differently a lot of times than we see them in the U.S.
So different.
And another thing is I left there with a renewed, I've been there maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 other times. I don't know how many times, but it's been a few other times. So, but each time I go and come back, I am reminded that we are trying to accumulate all this stuff really for what money can't buy.
Wow.
I mean, we really want, we get stuff, and it should be so that, like you said, we can be a blessing and do things that money really can't buy for people. You know what I'm saying? And so you may buy a house. You know, what's interesting, seeing families live together, you know, their children all being together. It was beautiful seeing the community. You buy a house so that you can buy the good relationship to sit around the table with your kids, which is what money can't buy.
And I talked about that. I had some guests on my show a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about that concept again of collective economics and what that would really look like even in our community if we went back to it, because there was a time, Dr. Hill, when we did practice collective economics. However, that time is fading, has faded. You know, it's like as we got more, we became more quote unquote blessed, we decided that, you know, we didn't want as many people around, or we didn't need as many people around, or we wanted to leave certain areas. And so we left people behind. And so, you know, to hear you talk about in other parts of the world, how people are living together and they are relishing the opportunity to just have family and be, you know, at peace and at one. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yes. So you got to go next time, Dr. Sabrina. So then you can air from Honduras.
Yes, ma'am. I look forward to it. But what I also want to tell people, for just to make it clear, Dr. Hill was not there on business per se. It was a mission trip, as I understand it. She was on the mission field. But let's not lose sight of the fact that we each right here in our own city, wherever we are, and I know there are people that are watching and that tune in from other states, from other cities, and from other countries. Wherever we are is an opportunity to serve. We don't have to go to Honduras to serve. We can serve wherever we are, and there are opportunities all around us to do that. There are opportunities to do that. So I just want to encourage somebody this morning. Now, Dr. Hill, I'm looking at the clock and I know I got to get out of here soon, but I cannot do that without finding out what is going on with you. I know you are doing some amazing things and some amazing work. So if you will, what are you doing and what do you have coming up for us?
Wonderful. Well, listen, part of my local mission field, my domestic mission field, is to help individuals start their businesses, particularly women who are entering into soft retirement. I realize that's my market, but it could be anybody to start their businesses, get their ideas out there. And so on August 29th, which is going to be Saturday, August 29th at Hope Credit Union, my next event is going to be Making Money Move. It's going to be an IDEA launch edition where you can actually come in and in an hour, we're going to go from idea to taking your idea from your head to the market. Okay? So we're going to do that in about an hour. And so we are so excited. People have signed up. They are excited. They're ready to go. So if anybody on this amazing audience that we have here, that you have here, Dr. Sabrina, if they want to join in, they can hop in. We'll leave the link. I'm at Shonda Allen Hill on my Facebook account. And I'll also send the link to you.
Okay.
They can sign up. It's absolutely free.
Absolutely free, you guys. So, Dr. Hill, what I heard you say is if you have an idea that's in your head, something that I have been planning to do, something I would like to do, I am almost ready to retire. I'm moving into a new season of my life, and I just need a little help trying to figure out how to get this started. Perhaps this is the session you want to be in. Is that what I'm understanding, Dr. Hill?
That's absolutely correct. And listen, it's not for folks just in soft retirement. We have, I think the youngest is about 18. We have an 18-year-old. We have a few students that are going to attend. Other folks. So this event is for a general audience. But you're absolutely correct. You have an idea. You want to get it out there. You need a little help. August 29th is your day.
Okay, so now earlier in the show, and I have to go back for purpose again, I apologize to my YouTube audience. You know, Dr. Williams gets so excited in the studio sometimes. I just forgot all about he didn't go live this morning. But for purposes of you, this is the time, you guys. We are undergoing a very significant time in our history, to be honest with you. There is a transfer of wealth that is occurring right now that is like no other time in the makeup of this great nation. My question to my community is, where will you be? What will you do? And will you benefit as a result of this transfer? Now, things are changing. The job market is changing. For many individuals, it is not going to be as simple as go to school, get a good education, graduate, go get you a good job. The jobs may not be there. There is this thing called AI that is eliminating a lot of work opportunities. So the question becomes, are you going to sit on the sidelines and starve to death? Simply because technology is taking over, or are you going to make a shift? Now, many of us have some wonderful ideas floating around in our heads, but the thing is, as long as it's in our head, as long as it's in our head, and we never exercise the level of faith that is required to take that idea out of our head, step out on faith, and do something about it to make it a reality, then we're really just fooling ourselves. It's great to have it in your head. But Dr. Hill is here, and I'm so thankful that she is willing to help us walk through these ideas, talk through these ideas, and show us how we can make them a reality. So we encourage you again, Dr. Hill, when and where is your event?
Saturday, August 29th is the date. Saturday, August 29th. Time is going to start at 10 a.m. It's going to be at Hope Credit Union Economic Empowerment Center. It's the new Economic Empowerment Center on I-55 North, where the old Lubies used to be. Where in the parking lot of the Cowboy Maloney's. That's where the new Hope Credit Union Economic Empowerment Center is located. And so we're going to start at 10 a.m. And again, it's going to be on Saturday, August 29th. We're so excited. And Dr. Sabrina, let me just throw this in there. Somebody is waiting on your idea.
Yes.
There is somebody out there waiting. People say, nobody used my idea. That's not true. Somebody's waiting on it. We just need to package it properly and position it properly. But your idea will work.
Yes, it will. It will. And here's the thing, you guys. Yesterday was Sunday, and for many of us, that's the day that we attend worship. We are, by far, especially this state, we are a faith-believing people. Now, faith is one of those things that we talk about a lot, but you literally have to exercise faith in order to activate faith. You can't just talk about it. Again, it's great to have these great ideas in our heads, but there comes a time when we have to step out on our faith. I think about, remember Abraham. God gave Abraham a promise, remember?
Yes.
And one of the things that Abraham had to do was he had to leave some things behind. He had to leave his country, going somewhere. He didn't have a clue where he was going or what he was getting into, but he was told to go. And what did he do? He went. He was obedient. Yes. He went. And so for some of us, if nothing else, attending this session on the 29th will help to activate your faith. Because some of us are stuck and paralyzed in fear. Well, what if it doesn't work out? Or what if they don't like my ideas? Or what if they don't understand the concept? Or what if? We will what if ourselves to death, Dr. Allen Hill, if we allow ourselves to. It's time for some of us to step out on faith. And just like you say, understand that there are people out there that are waiting on these ideas that are in your head. Would you not agree?
I completely agree. And listen, the weight of a task is usually the highest. The heaviest weight of a task is usually the highest before you begin. And that's where the enemy wants to attack your faith before you even get started. So you're absolutely correct. It's called the law of inertia. And so what we want to do is say, listen, we want to attack the fact that we want to help you get started. Let's go ahead and just get that over that initial hump, that push of, those thoughts in your mind before your mind tells you that you can't do it. We want to tell you on the 29th, you can do it. We're doing it together, and we're going to go ahead and send this thing in a prototype to market, okay, right now, so that you'll know it can be done.
Right.
It can be done.
Right.
It can be done. You can do it. You can do it.
So I want you to think about something. At one point, Apple was an idea. At one point, Microsoft was an idea. At one point, Amazon was an idea. The point I'm making here is everything that we see around us, every company, every product, you look at the cars that we drive. That was an idea that Henry Ford had. But had it remained an idea, where would we be? Some of us have Amazon deliveries coming to the house 2 and 3 times a week. It was an idea at one point, and actually it evolved. It started off, I believe, as a book company, but it evolved into the Amazon, the multi-billion-dollar industry that we have today. So I dare some of us step out on faith. Allow us to overcome that fear that is paralyzing a lot of us. Just step out on faith, overcome that fear, and go ahead and do that great thing that is within you. Now, for some folks, Dr. Hill, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some folks, it may not be within them to do, and that's just the reality, because everybody is given a different gift. Remember the parable of the talents? Everybody was given something different, but everybody was given something. Everybody was given something. Now, they may have been given different amounts, but everybody was given a talent. And for some of us, those talents are being buried. So again, shout out to my dear friend, Dr. Shonda Allen Hill, for daring to step out on her faith and exercise her faith to bring this beautiful program. And as I understand it, if I understand it correctly, Dr. Hill, this is going to be a series. Am I correct on that?
That's correct. It's going to be a series. So it's the last Saturday in August, September, and October. And so we'll, follow up on those other dates, but it is a series.
It is a series.
We want it out there.
We want it.
Those. Yes, we want people need to see your gifts and talents in action, even if you don't turn it into a business. Mm-hmm. People need to know that it needs to be, we don't want that talent to be buried.
Right.
Okay. We're not gonna die with these talents and these gifts on the inside of us, even if they're used at your church, on the corner of your street. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to go. You don't have to sell it if you don't want to. Mm-hmm. It just needs to be out. It needs to be out. So that's our goal.
And let me just say this, because I know there's some haters, and I got to go ahead and address the haters and this and other. So a lot of times the reason why people don't want to or don't like to share their ideas is because we're so afraid that someone is going to steal our idea, that someone is going to steal our idea. Well, sometimes, and I do get that and I understand that, but sometimes an idea is worth sharing because the idea may have come from you, but the fulfillment of that idea may not be through you. Mm-hmm. Do I need to say that again for somebody to understand? The idea may come from you. It may have been given to you, but the fulfillment of that idea may not come through you. I have ideas in my head all the time, and I'm happy to share them with other people because I can't do all of them. And I'm happy the ideas share with other people. But the ones that I know that God has for me, those are the ones that I truly want to pursue. So don't be afraid. For some people, it may be good. There's no cost. The only thing it's going to cost you is your time. It may be good to just show up for one or all of these sessions. They're last Saturday in the month of August, September, and October. Show up. Maybe you will get inspired to do something differently. Your next season should not look the same as the last season. Many of us are entering the fall season of our lives, and some of us are even entering the winter season of life. Okay. So if you don't get up and do what you gotta do in the fall or the winter, what you waiting on? When you gonna do it? I just need to know when you're going to do it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Absolutely. I tell you, and let me tell you, how can you audience not do it with the energy that Dr. Sabrina brings? Come on, you got to.
You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it.
It's going to push you.
Yes, indeed.
It's going to help push you into your destiny.
I will push, Dr. Hill, I will push him all the way, but I'm not pulling nobody. God didn't do that.
Absolutely.
That is not something he placed on me to do, not to be pulling folks, but I'll push. I put my hand in the back and push it as far as you want to go. With that being said, I'm looking at the clock, Dr. Hill. Thank you again for tuning in. We would love to support Dr. Hill. Again, there is no cost. Saturday, the 29th of August, and every last Saturday in the month of September, as well as October. This is a series. Go ahead and launch that great product idea. Thank you, Dr. Hill, and I look forward to seeing you on the 29th, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right. So to our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in to So Talks Money and More. As I said, we did not get into this great conversation about what's going on with the estate of Mr. Malcolm-Jamal Warner. We knew him as Theo from the Cosby Show, but come back next week. Maybe we'll jump into that topic next week. And hopefully we will be broadcasting from the Lone Star State next Monday morning, if the good Lord says the same. Thank you again. Peace.